As we journey through life, the wisdom of those who've lived through decades holds the key to unlocking a richer, more fulfilling future. If you're in your 50s, it's time to tap into the life lessons from the elderly. These pearls of wisdom can guide you through challenges, help you embrace change, and make your next chapters the best ones yet. Don't miss out on these priceless insights. They could change the way you live today. In this video, we'll explore timeless lessons that the elderly have shared, including embracing change, nurturing relationships, prioritizing health, chasing dreams, letting go of perfectionism, and living fully. Let's dive into these powerful lessons that can shape your future for the better. 2. Lesson 1. Embrace change with grace. Picking up from the wisdom shared by the elderly, one of the most powerful lessons they teach us is the importance of embracing change. As we grow older, life constantly presents new challenges, unexpected shifts, and inevitable transitions. Whether it's a career change, family dynamics, health issues, or even the passing of time itself, learning to face these changes with grace is key to living a fulfilling life. For those in your 50s, the ability to navigate these changes becomes even more crucial as you approach the later stages of life. The elderly often speak about the inevitability of change, not as something to fear, but as an opportunity for growth. It's easy to become comfortable in our routines and resist change, especially as we age. However, life's unpredictability is a constant, and resisting change can leave you feeling stuck or overwhelmed. Embracing it, on the other hand, allows you to evolve, adapt, and make the most of whatever life throws your way. A key element in embracing change with grace is developing a flexible mindset. The elderly often share stories of how they adapted to major life shifts, whether it was adapting to a new technology, changing careers later in life, or learning how to handle the loss of loved ones. What they all have in common is their ability to stay open and positive in the face of new circumstances. For someone in their 50s, this means being open to reinventing yourself, whether that's in your career, relationships, or personal growth. Life isn't about avoiding change. It's about learning to flow with it and finding new strengths along the way. In fact, some of the most transformative periods in life come during times of great change. Think about the many times when people in their 50s have made major shifts, whether that's becoming an empty nester, transitioning into retirement, or discovering new passions and hobbies. These shifts can be seen as opportunities for reinvention. The elderly often encourage us to look at change as a chance to learn, grow, and evolve rather than something to fear. It's in these moments of transformation that you can truly discover what you're made of. Another crucial element to gracefully embracing change is letting go of attachment to the past. It's natural to feel nostalgic or sentimental about the years gone by, but holding on too tightly to the past can hinder your ability to move forward. The elderly remind us that it's okay to honor the past, but also necessary to create space for the present and future. Life is a series of chapters, and each new chapter offers its own set of exciting possibilities. As you enter your 50s, it's the perfect time to practice accepting and welcoming change with open arms. Whether it's through taking on new adventures, adapting to different roles, or simply shifting your mindset, the ability to embrace change is a superpower that can lead to a more vibrant and fulfilled life. The elderly have been through it all and learned that embracing change is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. So, step forward with grace, knowing that each new change is a chance to reinvent and rediscover yourself in ways you never imagined. Let go of resistance and allow yourself to evolve. The best is yet to come. 3. Lesson 2. The importance of relationships. Picking up from the idea of embracing change with grace, another lesson the elderly often impart is the profound importance of relationships. As life evolves, relationships are the anchors that keep us grounded, provide support during challenging times, and bring joy during moments of celebration. For those in your 50s, nurturing and investing in meaningful connections with family, friends, and even colleagues can make all the difference in your overall well-being and happiness. As we age, it becomes clear that life is not just about achievements or material success. It's about the people we connect with along the way. The elderly frequently share that the moments they cherish most are not necessarily tied to their career milestones or financial accomplishments, but to the relationships they've built. They've learned that relationships are the true treasures of life, and these bonds provide purpose, emotional stability, and a sense of belonging. For someone in their 50s, the importance of relationships can't be overstated. This stage of life often brings a deeper understanding of the value of genuine connections. Whether it's spending quality time with children, reconnecting with old friends, or developing stronger ties with your partner, the elderly urge us to prioritize these connections over everything else. In our busy lives, it's easy to get caught up in work, personal goals, and the demands of everyday life, but the wisdom from those who've lived long lives reminds us that relationships need nurturing, too. In fact, many elderly individuals reflect on how they wish they had spent more time with loved ones and less time chasing after fleeting goals. Time spent with family and friends not only provides emotional support but also creates memories that last a lifetime. A simple dinner with family, a conversation with a friend, or even helping someone through a tough time are the moments that make life meaningful. For those in their 50s, it's a wake-up call to start investing more in the relationships that truly matter, rather than getting lost in the rush of everyday responsibilities. The elderly also teach us that it's never too late to build or strengthen relationships. Whether it's reconnecting with estranged family members, reaching out to old friends, or even forming new relationships in later years, the bonds you build can enrich your life immeasurably. The value of relationships grows with age, and it's never too late to start fostering those deep, meaningful connections that provide love, support, and companionship. Another crucial aspect that the elderly emphasize is the importance of forgiveness within relationships. Life is full of misunderstandings, conflicts, and regrets, but holding on to grudges can weigh you down emotionally and spiritually. The elderly remind us that forgiveness is a gift, not just for the person who wronged you, but for yourself. Letting go of resentment opens up space for healing, growth, and deeper connection with others. As you enter your 50s, it's essential to understand that the relationships you cultivate now will shape the quality of your life moving forward. Invest time, love, and effort into your relationships, and they will provide you with support, comfort, and joy for years to come. The elderly have learned through decades of experience that at the end of the day, it's the people in your life who truly matter most. Nurture these connections, build new ones, and never underestimate the power of love and friendship. These relationships are your greatest assets on your journey to a fulfilling and meaningful life. 4. Lesson 3. Health is wealth. Prioritize your health, building upon the idea that relationships are the true treasures of life. Another key lesson from the elderly is that health is everything. As we age, it becomes abundantly clear that without good health, everything else falls into the background. The elderly often stress the importance of taking care of your body early on, as it's the foundation upon which everything else, career, relationships, and personal goals, rests. For those in their 50s, it's crucial to realize that maintaining your health is not just about avoiding illness but ensuring that you have the vitality and energy to fully enjoy life. One of the most valuable pieces of advice from the elderly is that health should never be taken for granted. Often, people wait until a health crisis hits before they make any lifestyle changes. However, the elderly warn us that prevention is key. The earlier you adopt habits that promote health, such as regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and mental well-being, the easier it is to maintain your quality of life as you age. It's no secret that the older you get, the more difficult it can be to bounce back from neglecting your health. That's why in your 50s, you must take action now to ensure that you have the energy, stamina, and health to enjoy the next chapters of life to their fullest. Exercise is one of the most commonly shared tips from the elderly. Whether it's walking, swimming, yoga, or strength training, physical activity plays an essential role in keeping your body strong and your mind sharp. The elderly often share that staying active not only improves physical health but also boosts mental clarity, mood, and emotional well-being. Even simple activities like walking or gardening can make a huge difference in your overall health. For those in your 50s, finding an exercise routine that suits your lifestyle and sticking with it can be one of the best investments you make in your future. Diet is another key aspect of health that the elderly emphasize. It's easy to overlook what we put into our bodies, but the food we eat directly affects how we feel and how our bodies function. The elderly often stress the importance of eating whole, nutrient-dense foods that fuel the body rather than relying on processed foods that lead to long-term health problems. A balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, can help maintain energy levels and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. The elderly also encourage moderation, reminding us that it's not about perfection but making choices that support our long-term health. Mental health, too, is something the elderly prioritize. As you age, managing stress and maintaining mental clarity becomes increasingly important. The elderly often share that keeping a positive mindset, staying mentally active, and learning to manage stress through practices like meditation, mindfulness, or engaging in hobbies can keep your mind sharp and resilient. This is especially crucial as you enter your 50s and face the physical and emotional challenges that come with aging. The elderly remind us that health is a holistic concept, encompassing the mind, body, and spirit. When you prioritize all aspects of health, physical activity, nutrition, and mental well-being, you create a solid foundation for a fulfilling life. In your 50s, it's never too late to start taking better care of yourself. Your future self will thank you for the steps you take today. Remember, health is the true wealth you can accumulate in life. No matter where you are in your journey, taking the time to prioritize your health is one of the best decisions you can make. 5. Lesson 4. Don't wait for the right time to pursue your dreams. Building on the foundation of health, the elderly also impart a powerful lesson. Don't wait for the right time to chase your dreams. It's easy to put off pursuing your passions, especially when life feels busy or uncertain. However, as the elderly often share, life has a way of passing by quickly. Those in their later years frequently wish they had taken more chances, followed their dreams, or started that business they'd always thought about. The right time often never comes. The time is now. For those in your 50s, this lesson is crucial. By now, you've likely gathered many responsibilities, from work to family commitments, and it can feel like there's never a perfect moment to start something new. The elderly remind us, however, that waiting for ideal circumstances can result in a lifetime of regret. The perfect time to pursue your dreams is not in the future, it's today. If there's something you've always wanted to do, whether it's writing a book, learning a new skill, starting a side business, or traveling to far-off places, now is the time to take action, no matter how small the step may be. One of the biggest regrets the elderly often express is not having started sooner. They didn't realize how quickly time would pass, and many reflect on the things they could have accomplished if they hadn't waited for things to align perfectly. But here's the truth. Waiting for the stars to align can leave you stuck in a cycle of inaction. The elderly teach us that success and fulfillment come from taking imperfect action. It's not about waiting for everything to fall into place. It's about starting where you are and building momentum along the way. For those in their 50s, there's still plenty of time to explore and create. In fact, it can be the perfect time for reinvention and pursuing passions that were set aside in earlier years. Life in your 50s is often a time when your children are more independent, and your career may be shifting, offering more flexibility to explore new opportunities. Whether it's picking up a hobby you left behind or jumping into a completely new venture, it's never too late to start. The elderly emphasize that every day is a fresh opportunity to take that first step toward your dreams. What's holding you back? The fear of failure, uncertainty, or judgment. The elderly teach us that these fears are natural but shouldn't paralyze us from pursuing what sets our hearts on fire. They've learned through years of experience that failing is part of the journey, and often, the biggest successes come from learning through trial and error. The people who regret not chasing their dreams are those who allowed fear to dictate their choices. In your 50s, you have an incredible advantage. You've gathered life experience, wisdom, and resilience. This unique perspective makes you more equipped than ever to take bold steps toward your passions. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back any longer. The time to act is now. Whether it's enrolling in a course, reaching out to a mentor, or simply making a plan, take that first step toward your dream today. As the elderly often say, don't wait for the right time. Create it. Time is fleeting, and the best way to ensure that you live with no regrets is to pursue your dreams today. Remember, the journey may not be perfect, but it will be incredibly rewarding. So go ahead, take that leap. You owe it to yourself to live the life you've always imagined. 6. Lesson 5. Let go of perfectionism. Embrace imperfection. Picking up from the idea of pursuing your dreams without waiting for the right time. Another profound lesson from the elderly is the importance of letting go of perfectionism. Throughout our lives, many of us hold on to the belief that things need to be perfect before we can move forward, whether it's in our career, personal life, or dreams. However, the elderly often share a powerful truth. Perfectionism holds you back. Embrace imperfection and start living. As you approach your 50s, the realization that life isn't perfect becomes even clearer. Perfectionism often creates a barrier that prevents us from taking risks, pursuing passions, or even simply enjoying the present moment. The elderly teach us that waiting for the ideal conditions or the perfect outcome leads to stagnation. Perfectionism is a trap that prevents progress, And the key to a fulfilling life is accepting that imperfections are part of the journey. One of the most liberating lessons from those who have lived long lives is that you don't have to get everything right to achieve happiness or success. The elderly reflect on how many times they hesitated to take action because they believed something had to be flawless. Whether it was starting a new project, speaking in front of others, or even going after a relationship, perfectionism kept them from diving in. Over time, they learned that waiting for perfection was a waste of precious moments. Life, they realized, is meant to be messy, unpredictable, and full of learning experiences. For those in their 50s, this lesson is especially valuable. The pressure to have it all figured out can feel immense at this stage of life. You might feel like you should have achieved certain milestones or mastered specific areas of your life. However, the elderly remind us that it's okay not to have everything polished and perfect. Life isn't a straight line, and the most beautiful moments often come from the unexpected and imperfect paths we take. Embracing imperfection opens up the door to a more vibrant and fulfilling life, where you can take risks, make mistakes, and learn along the way. Letting go of perfectionism also means giving yourself the freedom to be authentic. The elderly often share how liberating it is to stop pretending to be perfect and simply be yourself. The pressure to meet society's standards can weigh heavily, but as you get older, you realize that true joy comes from embracing your authentic self, flaws, quirks, and all. Imperfection is what makes you unique. Instead of trying to fit into a mold, embrace your individuality and celebrate what makes you different. It's these imperfections that connect you with others on a deeper level. Furthermore, the elderly teach us that growth comes through imperfection. The mistakes, failures, and challenges we face along the way are what shape us into resilient, wiser individuals. Every setback is a lesson that brings you closer to who you're meant to be. Perfectionism, on the other hand, stifles growth by creating an unrealistic standard that can never be reached. Embracing imperfection opens the door to innovation, creativity, and self-compassion. In your 50s, it's the perfect time to let go of the need for everything to be flawless. Life is about experience, connection, and growth, not perfection. So, take the leap, make mistakes, and remember that imperfection is not a flaw. It's a beautiful part of the human experience. Life is far richer when you embrace its messy, unpredictable nature. Let go of perfection and start living authentically. The best moments are often the ones you least expect. 7. Lesson 6. Keep learning. Never stop growing. Building upon the idea of embracing imperfection, one of the most vital lessons that the elderly impart is the importance of lifelong learning. No matter how old we get, the journey of personal growth and self-improvement never ends. The elderly often reflect on how learning kept them engaged, curious, and vibrant throughout their lives. For those in their 50s, this is an especially crucial lesson. Never stop learning. As you age, it can be easy to fall into the trap of thinking that the most significant learning moments are behind you. After all, by your 50s, you've likely acquired a great deal of knowledge and experience. But the elderly remind us that there is always more to learn, more to discover, and more to explore. Whether it's learning a new language, picking up a new hobby, reading a book, or simply gaining a new perspective, life's lessons are abundant if you're open to them. One of the most compelling reasons to continue learning throughout your life is that it keeps you mentally sharp. The elderly often share how they've avoided the decline of mental health by staying curious and engaged in the world around them. Learning new skills or delving into unfamiliar subjects challenges your brain, keeps it active, and promotes cognitive health. Your brain is like a muscle. It gets stronger when exercised. By embracing learning, you ensure that your mind remains agile, creative, and sharp well into your later years. But learning isn't just about gaining knowledge, it's also about expanding your horizons. The elderly teach us that the more we learn, the more open we become to new experiences and ideas. By exploring new things, you become more adaptable, more empathetic, and more understanding of others. Learning helps break down barriers, whether it's understanding different cultures, ideas, or ways of life. The more you learn, the more you see the world from multiple perspectives, which enriches your interactions and connections. For those in their 50s, learning offers the opportunity for personal reinvention. At this stage in life, many people face changes, whether it's a career shift, the empty nest phase, or personal growth. Learning new skills or pursuing a long-held interest can provide a fresh sense of purpose and fulfillment. It opens up a world of possibilities, whether that means switching careers, traveling, or simply discovering a new passion you never had time for before. In addition, the elderly often highlight how learning keeps you humble. No matter how much knowledge you accumulate, there's always more to discover. This keeps you grounded and teaches you to approach the world with curiosity rather than arrogance. By adopting the mindset of a lifelong learner, you remain open to new ideas and challenges, making you more adaptable and resilient. So, in your 50s, take a page from the elderly's book and commit to a path of lifelong learning. Challenge yourself, push your boundaries, and never let your desire for knowledge fade. Whether it's picking up a musical instrument, learning a new language, or simply diving deeper into a topic that fascinates you, the opportunities for growth are endless. The more you learn, the more you grow, and this continual growth will add vitality, excitement, and joy to your life. Remember, you're never too old to learn something new. Make learning a part of your daily routine, and watch how it transforms not only your mind but your entire life. Before you go, we want to hear from you. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up to show your support and share it with others who might need this inspiring message. Comment below and let us know what life lessons you've learned or what you plan to start learning today. We love hearing your thoughts and building this amazing community together. And hey, if you want more content like this that sparks motivation and growth, make sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. There's always something new and exciting to learn here at your channel name. Keep growing, keep learning, and remember, your best years are yet to come.